Question number 11, solve the system. So on this problem, I'm going to use Gaussian elimination. So we're going to say, and this is how the notation that I would write, we're going to multiply the top equation. So we're going to go top equation by, so we're going to say top equation, also known as E1. We're going to multiply that by 5. And then we're going to multiply the bottom equation, the second equation, by 8. And what that'll do is that'll give us a 40 on both of those. But since we want them to cancel, let's make the 8 negative. And this right here is just me telegraphing the work I'm about to do. And this is going to replace E2. For those of you going on to pre-calculus next year, this is just really important, I guess, housekeeping. It just makes it clear on what you're doing. So you're telegraphing your information to your teacher or to anyone that's reading your work. All right, so now we're going to multiply E1 by 5. This gives us 40x. 40x. 5 times 3 is 15, so we have 15y. You're going to want to be careful here. This is where most people make mistakes, is this multiplication part. 5 times 440 comes out to 220. And then we're going to do the same thing with negative 8. So we're going to multiply the 5x by negative 8. That gives us negative 40x. Negative 8 times negative 2, that comes out to positive 16, positive 16y. And then negative 8 times 43, that comes out to 324. 344, my mistake, 344. But negative on that. All right, so now that we've got our equations multiplied through, this is going to give us our new E2. So just for those of you that aren't exactly sure what just happened, I just multiplied the first equation by 5, and it gave me that. I multiplied the second equation by negative 8, and we got that guy right there, right, that bottom part. And now, after we combine them, that's going to be my new equation 2. All right, so that's just understanding the notation. All right, so the 40x's cancel out. The 15y and the 16y yields a 31y. And then 220 and the 344 comes out to negative 124, negative 124. All right, so at this stage, I would rewrite the problem. I feel that this is just really good habit of rewriting your problem, especially when you get larger systems, 3 variables or even potentially 4 or 5 variables, in which case you might as well just use a matrix at that point. But that's going to be pre-calculus for you guys. All right, so I'm going to write down the 31y right there and equals negative 124. So now I have my first equation. My second equation has now been manipulated so that there's only one variable, and I can just solve that. So we're going to solve the bottom equation, equation 2, and we get 31y equals negative 124, dividing both sides by that 31. This gives us y equals negative 4. All right, so now that you have negative 4, if you wanted to, you can rewrite the system again, right? Or you can just try to solve it out. So we have 8x plus 3 times negative 4 is equal to 44. We have 8x minus 12 is equal to 44. Subtracting or adding the 12, we get 8x is equal to 56. And dividing both sides by 8, we get x equals to 7. So we write down our answer as an ordered pair, 7, comma, negative 4.